Is this a crisis?
Yeah,
it's too early. It's too early in the year. It's too
5
early.
losses on the bounce?
It's too early in the year to be a crisis. We've got time. It's always a build-up to the World Cup, and yes, there's things you want to win in between that. But this is the start of a new campaign, and we've got to give them a chance.
It's not far off a crisis though, Courtney. Mate, we're going to end up with this Autumn Nations 1 out of 4. That's awful.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's awful.
I appreciate that.
Like, I mean, when we look at the end of this year, we'd have won 4 out of 10 matches. For a team that wants to win a World Cup, that was in a World Cup semi-finals, that was in a World Cup final the year before, like, this is so substandard from where we expect our team to be.
But from my experience, stepping into a crisis doesn't help you. Yeah, we've got problems to solve. One of the big ones being defence. Defence for us, in terms of cohesion, I was talking about, we're nowhere near. We're not getting near any double tackles. We're falling off tackles left, right and centre, and that's not good enough for an international team, and that's why you're always going to end up on the wrong side of the scorecard. But as I was saying, we can fix these things given a bit of time, and again, finding out what exactly we want to accomplish as a team, what is our goals and how do we get to that goal, what is it, what game plan do we want to put on the pitch and how do we do that?
Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks awful. That's the problem.
That's it. I mean, you said time, and yeah, I'm here for time. But if I was a fan here today, I was at home or in the pub, how much time? It's been 2 years.
Mate, as much time as... Look, a fan's a fan. I'm going to support England no matter how they do.
I support England. And
the fans will as well. The fans will, it's always disappointing, and yeah, we should be doing better. With the quality we've got in the country, 100%. But I promise you now, and everybody watching, it's not because these lads don't want to do it. They want to win more than anything else. But they've got to put that on the pitch.
So who's the problem with then? Is it with the coaches?
We're not getting enough out of our players. Because if you look through the team sheet, and I'm hoping people agree with it, if you look through the team sheet, I'm looking at a huge amount of talented players. But for some reason, we aren't getting the maximum out of the potential of our players. We're just not. I'm seeing players that are tearing it up for their clubs, who come into camp with great form, and of course international rugby is very different to domestic rugby, but for whatever reason we aren't able to reach the potential and the ceiling of performances that we'd expect from our team. Is that fair?
There is a calendar, there is a timeline, there is a goal. It's the Six Nations, okay? So this all wraps up in a couple of weeks' time, and then in January they go at it again. And the Six Nations, they will be judged by, okay? If they perform like this during the Six Nations, then you're in crisis mode. Agreed? Can it be fixed before then? It
has to be fixed before then. I mean, we talk about non-negotiable so often. 1 from 4 is like unacceptable for English rugby. What other opportunity, what other option do we have apart from go back to the clubs and get the players to perform well? Steve Borthwick has now got a far greater sense of autonomy over the players, whether it be conditioning or rest periods and all the rest of it. And we will get to the Six Nations off the back of a dismal 2024. And they should be judged at the end of this, and they will be judged again, because we constantly say we want to be dining at the top table, because we should be, because of our finances, because of our player pool, because of the quality, because of the strength of our domestic competition. But 4 out of 10 at the end of this year is not what I expect from this team.